Yes, what's up, friends? Cheese here from the Paddock F1 Podcast. Here playing our My Team career mode on the F122, the game. Rocking it on the PS5. We're at round 2, Season 2, Season 2, round 17. The Singapore Grand Prix, the Marina Bay Street Circuit. We struggle at Singapore. To be straight honest, I hate Singapore. I hate it. I'm heavily medicated for this episode. Let's just say that. Heavily medicated. So I'm not having a lot of hope here. Definitely not a lot of hope. Just hope we don't wreck the car. That's all. So yeah, great race last time out of Monza. Check that episode out. Please hit that subscribe and like button also, if you don't mind. Help us here out the channel. Check out the podcast as well in the Paddock F1. But yeah, let's get in the weekend. Singapore. We hate it, but we got to do it. So let's do it. Ah, yes, friends. Here we are. Go fast day in Singapore. We're properly medicated for this one. We're in the car. Let's give it the beans. Alright, here we go. Final push lap Q1. Got a good exit there. Not as smooth through there, though. P10 through to Q2. Alright, here we go. First push lap, Q2. Our teammate is also into Q2. That hasn't happened in quite a while. So both the V-dubs are in the Q2 in Singapore. How about that? That was a lot smoother through there. Oh, too much curb there. Oh, we caught the curb there. You gotta avoid that one. Over the bridge. Not only put us 12th. All right, here we go. Final run, Q2. Right now, we ain't making the Q1 or Q3.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
Ah, I killed it. Wow, P8, we're through. Q3 coming up. Yes. All right, here we go. First and final run in Q3. The rain is here, so we got to get a banker in. I don't think that was the greatest start to the lap either. Ah, we messed that corner up again. Ah, we messed up the final corner. Yeah, it's not going to be good enough. We'll be starting 10th. That's for sure. Alright, so there you go. Final results in Q3. We are 9th. So we're not 10th. We're 9th. We'll just have to try and see what we can do in the race. But not too bad qualifying. Even Teo got the Q2. How about that? I think he's starting about 16th or so. We'll see what happens with grid penalties. Maybe we'll be further up the grid. Crofty's got it next.
Here we go then, it's Formula One in Marina Bay once again. And welcome to you all at home who join us today for this fascinating race around the baking hot but beautiful streets of Singapore. It's a 3.1 mile lap here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit with 47% taken at full throttle. It's hot, humid and bumpy around the 13 lefts and 10 rights of mostly slow corners. But we should see speeds of up to 200 miles per hour along the Raffles Boulevard. it's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Albon, Carlos Sainz, O'Reilly, Joe, Bottas, Verstappen, and Pierre Gasly. Hamilton, they've taken a grid penalty. Ocon, Mick Schumacher, and Norris. Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Théo Pourchaire. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Sergio Perez. Magnussen, they've taken a grid penalty. Tsunoda, Latifi, and Robert Schwartzman. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race.
All right, here we go. Race day in Singapore. We're going to go mediums to hards. Personalized strategy from the team. We dropped fuel bit. Let's give it the beans. We're starting 6th. Let's do this. All right, here we are. Lights are on. Singapore. Waiting on those 5 lights. We're underway. Oh, bad start. Too much wheel spin. Recovered in the second phase, though. Guys ahead are 3 wide. They're going crazy. See if we get Albon on the outside. Set us up for the inside here. That'll do it. Up to 5th. Safety car's out.
Reduce your pace. It looks like there's a high amount of debris on the track. Be careful.
Well, that was quick.
Okay.
All right, back underway.
Teammate behind is 8.2 seconds.
We got some understeer. All right, let's push. That's not going to help. Oh. First warning for track limits. Oof, close again. Messed up the final corner again.
Been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Oh, too deep. Too deep there too. Jesus. Second warning for track limits. Gotta behave the rest of the way.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Oh man, I don't know how we didn't get damaged there. Or maybe we do some slight damage. Nothing to be too worried about. Whoa, we just got it under there. Wow. All right, boys, good stop.
That was a fantastic stop.
Great stop, boys.
We're expecting. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, Teo's in the pits. Teo in the pits.
Try and get these warms up a little bit quicker. I know we're scrubbing off speed.
Gap to the car in front is 2.5 seconds. got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
We are in absolute no man's land. We just basically keep pace and just try and bring the car home. That's about where we're at. Because we can't catch the guys in front, and the guys behind can't catch us.
Okay, gap ahead is 18.8 seconds.
Alright. 2 to go.
Gap to your teammate behind is 31.9 seconds.
Just bringing it home. Well, that was a bad corner. All right, here we go. Final lap. Singapore.
Final lap of the race.
George Russell gets the win. Looks like then Carlos Sainz, Charles Leclerc behind him, and Daniel Ricciardo crossing the line. And here we come, some 20 seconds or so back. That's all right with me. So that's a P5 finish. All right.
Take care of the car on the way in.
They've endured the harsh conditions here in Singapore then to pull off a spectacular win. So Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners.
All right, here we go. Final results here in Singapore. George Russell with the win. Carlos Sainz second. Charles Leclerc rounds out the podium. Then it's Daniel Ricciardo in fourth. Us in fifth. Another solid finish for us. Alex Albon in sixth. Lewis Hamilton, Norris, Ocon, and Bottas round out the points. Then it's Pierre Gasly, Zhou, Latifi, Piastri, Perez. It was a rough race for Sergio. Tsunoda, Schwartzman, Magnussen, Verstappen, another, Red Bull had a rough day, wow. A 15th and a 19th, that's rough. Schumacher in 20th, Teo had a super rough day, 21st, and Lance Stroll is 22nd, who did not finish. Let's take a look at the standings. Charles Leclerc extends his lead up to 25 points now over Lando Norris, 56 over his teammate. Carlos Sainz, 82 over Max, 92 over George and Sergio, and that'll be about only drivers that you could say are probably in it, but I'd probably say it's only about the top three, to be honest, at this point. Let's look at the constructors. Hey, before we do that, let's look at ninth. That's us, solidly in ninth. Take a look at the constructors. Ferrari's got a big lead now over Red Bull, who didn't get any points today, so it's 118 now for Red Bull. 151 over McLaren, 195 over Mercedes. There's us in fifth, solidly in fifth with 66 points. Next is behind us is Alpine at 43. So we're solidifying that fifth spot, which will be pretty darn solid for us this year. I would take that in a heartbeat. All right, so that'll wrap it up here at Singapore. We'll see you guys back at HQ. Great race, great round for us. This another fifth place. See, that's back-to-back fifth place finishes. Blech. Say that 3 times fast. Alright, see you at HQ. Alright, here we are back at HQ. We got a personnel department event to jump into to start. What do we want here?
Thanks.
Yeah, sure, it sounds good.
I appreciate you taking the time to help out.
Let's take a look at activity. Short turnaround here. We're just going to do G-Force training. That is that first there. Let's go look at facilities. I think we'll just save the money here. Let's see. We do have 1,600 points. And do we want to keep going here, or do we want to just hold off and see what comes up for the reg changes that are probably dropping in probably 2 races? So you might want to just do that, hold off for now until then. That might be the way to go for right now. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with that. There's some durability stuff in the pipeline, so... But I think that's a smarter move. Then we can save all the bits that we can. And we'll just upgrade the other departments as we can after we do that. I think that's a good play. Alright, so that'll wrap up this episode here. Good episode, another 5th place finish. Solid. For round 17, next up will be head to the island of Japan for Suzuka. Always a fun track. See if we hopefully keep that momentum going. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe and like button on your way out if you haven't hit it so far. Appreciate it. Help us out here at the channel. Check out the podcast as well in the Paddock F1 with me and my boy Green. We do post-race recaps. Well, I'm properly medicated for this episode. Can't even speak. Post-race recaps we do in the podcast after races on Sundays. So please check that out as well. And keep coming back here. For the next one, will be at Suzuka in Japan. Till then, friends, stay medicated as always. Peace.